Attention, the following broadcast has been approved by Outcasted OC. Viewer discretion is advised. Incoming transmission in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up guys, it's Mugenross giving you this week's NXT review. Reese sadly couldn't do it as I know he would have loved to probably talk about this episode, but he is currently ill, so you've got me filling in the spot. Let's talk about it, shall we? So we have a very quick, interesting opening of the show, going kind of right into the action with the Tatum Paxley and Roxanne Perez kind of feud carrying on with the fights. Roxanne Perez attacked with all that anger, but was simply outmatched with the prodigy that we are now calling her, hitting pop rocks and going into I would say a crossface, going straight into a submission hold, got it done. Roxanne kind of calls out Ava and gets very angry, but instead of Ava appearing, we get Lyra Valkyrie appearing with her arm in a sling. And Lyra still looks like she's ready to fight. Lyra still looks very angry about what's going on. And the fact that, you know, someone that's been teaming with Lyra has now been jumped. But this kind of doesn't work very well because Perez rips off the sling and basically gets Valkyrie in a crossface again until officials have to run out and stop that. It felt very much a squash match, but it still works in Roxanne's favour of being a heel, so I was pretty okay with this. I thought it added a nice little story going straight in. Oh damn, we're going right into a fight. Oh, and it's a very quick squash match. But yeah, I think it was interesting as well that we had like backstage interactions at like quite straight after as well. I think we could have got some more stuff going on with that, but it was quite short and sweet. We had Valkyrie demand that Ava makes the title match official for Stand and Deliver, regardless of how Lyra's going to be. So I thought that was cool. It was short and sweet, but it would have been nice to see like the severity and Ava trying to argue against it, being like, look, I'm trying to do this for the better review. I'm trying to be the correct GM. Please don't warn this because, you know, it wasn't going to be good. Obafemi then gets to have his next challenger being Josh Briggs because Josh Briggs kind of got annoyed of how Obafemi was quite brutal to Brooks, and Femi confidently agrees to fight Josh Briggs. Like, he's like, cool, alright, another person to knock down. But Djak also appeared to claim a title shot, and all three of them kind of fight in people being pulled away again by officials. A lot of official interferences in this episode, I would say, and not all of it was great. Briggs made a really weird comment as well, calling Djak a wannabe Shaft, and I was the same as Djak, being like, I'm pretty sure I'm white. Like, what's going on there? But yeah, we also see Shawn Spears talking about his philosophy. That's the word. Get my words out there. Philosophy on Pride, and also Joe Gacy was in the background, like spying on him. It was weird. We also got an Ariana Grace and Gigi Dollins backstage, having Gigi Dollins be a Miss NXT in training. Fallon Henley was trying to calm down Jensen, who said he lost. She then agreed to help Kalani Jordan get revenge against Kiana James and Izzy Dame, and that actually happens towards the end of the night. Henley and Jordan brawl with James and Dame, which I thought was really awesome to see. I like kind of where Henley is going at the moment. At least they are making things happen with her, especially seeing as their group all kind of separated, but kind of haven't also separated because they're all still looking out for each other. We get a number one contenders qualifier match for the tag team match that is happening at Stand and Deliver. We get Nathan Fraser and Axiom versus Charlie Dempsey and Miles Bourne. I hope I pronounced that right. The match was pretty good. Nothing to crazy scream about. I liked that Nathan Frazier and Axiom won. Charlie Dempsey is great in my eyes. I think he would do a lot better as solo instead of doing this tag team. The No Quarter Catch Crew is really cool. I love to see more catch wrestling and catch wrestling teams, especially because New Catch Republic has just happened. But I don't know, Charlie Dempsey just feels like it's kind of souring on me now. You made him go to All Japan, you made him do these cool moments, you've made him have this crew, you've made his dad be involved, saying he'll keep a close eye on him. But I don't know, it just felt weird. Bourne did stand out in the match for me. He showed he was fast and he could swing with the big boys, especially because some of these guys are NXT UK veterans, and I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, great match, can't really complain. Sol Ruka being back, awesome to see her. Really enjoyed getting to watch her back in the ring against Brynlee Reese. And, you know, Sol Ruka did Sol Ruka things. That's the best way I can always explain it. Get to see Soul Snatcher come back, I thought was awesome. And we now have a setup for Sol Ruka versus Davenport, and I think that is going to be an absolute crazy match. But yeah, I think once again, you know, Sol Ruka being back, doing what she does best. Love to see it. Now we get arguably mine and Reese's favourite part of NXT, the family. Gabagool. We got the mafiosos of Tony D'Angelo promises to still break Ilya Dragunov because Ilya Dragunov interrupted one of the family gatherings. And he promises to win the championship at Stand and Deliver. It was a very good spot. I very much enjoyed what was going on. A lot of people felt it was a bit too corny or a bit too cheesy, but I genuinely loved this. I think it's quite a lot of fun. And Ilya's leading into the no, I'm the bad guy now, even though Tony D'Angelo's being a mafia to attack Ilya, so I don't really know who the heel is in this. But the Don family is always fun to see. I enjoyed seeing it. We get a Heritage Cup match of Drew Gulak with No Quarter Catch Crew versus Riley Osborne. Still love seeing it as always. Once again, we got shocked by Drew Gulak representing No Quarter Catch Crew with a round one decision of a shooting star press. Honestly, I didn't expect that from Drew Gulak, but it was really cool. And he gets a surprise, we get a surprise turn back over with these kind of back and forth. And yeah, just great match regardless. Really weird for me though was JC Jane arrived with Jasmine to distract, and Duke Hudson barely stopped them from attacking. It just felt weird that all collided and happened. And I was like, kind of ruined a bit of the move. The match was fun, but yeah, just, I don't know. Gulak defended it and kept his Heritage Cup, which I'm still happy about, but it just felt weird. The match didn't land that way. Arguably, my favourite part of the episode was Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Hank and Tank. Getting to see the Good Brothers do what the Good Brothers do best, especially in some NXT, is just chef kiss. Put the rookies to work. Hit them with that magic killer for that 1, 2, 3. I'm always here for that. So we now have the Good Brothers heading into NXT Stand and Deliver for this tag match. And I feel like we could see some things happen at that Stand and Deliver involving them. Now we get to the main event. Trick Williams versus Noam Dar. From the continuation of last week's drama of Noam Dar calling out Trick Williams. Trick Williams wanted to focus on Carmelo, but Noam Dar carried on. They fight. They have a great match between the two of them. It was really interesting to see Noam Dar try and get that cheap victory and get his foot put on the ropes, but it didn't happen because Trick's now wonderful girlfriend in Lash Legend has truly fell for him from that one kiss and couldn't do it. Noah Darm's group metaphor is crumbling at the seams, as it would seem, because young love triumphs it. And it was just funny. It was great to see. Trick Williams did what Trick Williams does best. And yeah, Jakara Jackson really struggled to keep Lash focused on rooting for Dar and not hype up Trick Williams. And yeah, the build for Stand and Deliver is getting really, really well. I'm enjoying where a lot of it goes. I feel Tony D'Angelo was going to get a mixed bag with that promo that he did, and that Heritage Cup never really landed the way it should have because of a lot of the interruptions there. I don't feel like the Heritage Cup aligns itself for that kind of storytelling, especially because the match format of the Heritage Cup is already so hectic. You didn't need hectic storylines also carrying on with it with JCJ and Fear Hale and everything that's going on there. But end of the day, loved everything that we get from it. I can see Stand and Deliver being a very good card. I am very excited to see what comes from the Carmelo Trick Williams, especially after what Carmelo Hayes did with Trick Williams. Of his security came out, Trick started to try and fight all of them, and little did we know Trick was going to get jumped by Carmelo because he was one of the security guards that whole time. And that was your NXT of this week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what was your favourite part. Are you for the family? Are you against the family? Are you on Ilya's side? Did Trick do nothing wrong? Or is Carmelo just a good friend that's showing him tough love? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you on the next review.